Welcome to the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and Center Park Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Bowling Green Falcons and the Georgia State Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Falcons kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fires to the right. Swats it away.
Man, this tight end, he's a weapon. We've seen it, right? He can get downfield. He can make plays vertically in the passing game. So this defense was aware of that. Nice job in coverage swatting that one away.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Washington. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Complete in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Brown wants to pass. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to keep it in the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clay. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Out wide right, it's Clay.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He'll go to the air again. Makes the grab. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There was running room there, but he needed another step or two to make it to the 40 and move those chains. It's 4th down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Keeps it himself. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Quick give. Here's a little room there. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
We'll send the tight end in motion. Got an alley.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Right side, it's Woodyard. Inside the 25. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some ease.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to... Makes a grab and room to run. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He breaks the tackle. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They want to run this quarterback. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Coming out with it, it's Clay. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of this drive. Rush right in his face. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Second down, gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. That's caught. It's Clay. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Woodyard. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Trying to make magic with his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Out wide right, it's Clay. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out wide left, it's Weaver. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it on the option. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 17 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
And it's the Longhorns getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They're going to run it. They put the brakes on it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the target. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Looking for running room. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
The Falcons are marching down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Touchdown, Falcons. They take the lead with the 6.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Brown will throw it. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep.
And he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The run inside. It's Butler.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Sells the run, looking to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. 1st down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the right. Intercepted to stop the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Pass to 6. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Handoff to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Could be an alley. At the 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up. Got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, BG!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Number 13, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Left side is Avery. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Right side, it's Butler. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back. You want to play coverage. You want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to lead in the 4th quarter, but it also involves you tackling well and a nice job rallying to the football and making the tackle.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Motion from the back. Brown will throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And they're not on the same page there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to him again. He's got the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
On the move, it's Grant. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give to the fullback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.